Hey guys, in this lecture I will show you how you can look up Ansible documentation online, and also we will write our first playbook. Now Ansible documentation is available to us in https docs.ansible.com. When you get to that page, you'll get to see all the sections available for you. I suggest you start with getting started. Now getting started page has some good stuff like how you can run your first commands. So for example, how you can edit the host file and how you can run commands such as ping command. On the left hand side, you have all the sections and subsections available for you. For example, you have a section for working with modules, how you can work with playbooks, what are variables, how you can use ad hoc tools. You can also search for anything. So for example, if I want to search for shell module, I can type in shell module and hit enter. And then I can look for shell module from among the search results. So let's click on shell, and the format of the documentation is pretty simple. So you've got an index for the page here, then you have a synopsis of that particular module, then the parameters you need to pass or you can pass to that module. For example, if you want to create a file using shell module, you use creates, and then some examples of that particular module, and lastly what return values you can get from that module. Now let's head back to the master server to create our first playbook. I'm going to use Visual Studio Code as my IDE for this course. You can go to Ubuntu software, search for Visual Studio Code, and then install this software. Now I have a folder Ansible inside my documents where I'm going to store all my scripts. So I can select Ansible, can click on new file. I can name the file basic.yaml, and once it opens up the file for me, because this is a YAML file, I can start it with 3 dashes and then I can hit enter. Then the first thing I need to specify for this YAML playbook is what hosts I'm going to run this playbook against. So can do that by typing in dash and then space and then hosts. Then I need to specify the hosts. I'm going to run this against all hosts. What this all means is the group inside my host file. So if I go to my terminal and if I do a cat on the host file, we have 3 groups: dev, prod, all. We need to specify one of these. So I can either specify dev or prod or all. I'm going to run this playbook against all, which is why I specified all. I could easily have said dev or prod here, but I want to run this against all. Now spaces are very important in YAML, so just be mindful of that. The next thing I want to do is I want to start the list of the tasks that I want to include in this YAML. So I'm going to type in tasks, and then under tasks I'm going to give the name of the first task that I want to run. I can type in name for that. So I'm going to type in, this is a basic connectivity test. And the task to test connectivity is ping. And then I can end my YAML with 3 dots. So all I need to do is save this file now. So first I've entered the name of the host group that I want to run the playbook against. I want to run it against all, and then I've started my list of tasks. I've given the name of my first task, and the task I'm going to run is ping. Now to get some documentation about ping, we can go into the Ansible documentation and we can type in ping, and from the search results we can click on ping, and the synopsis is that it is a trivial test module and will always return pong on successful contact. The only parameter it has is data. It says data to return for the ping return value, and some examples. So this is how we utilize ping. Now heading back to the lab system. To run this command, or rather this playbook, we need to go back to our terminal, and on the terminal we need to type in the command Ansible playbook, and then the location of the playbook. I have saved the playbook inside my documents folder, so I will type in documents and then inside Ansible folder, and then the name of the playbook is basic.yaml, and I can just hit enter. And if I put in the syntax correctly, it should start running the playbook. So play all, this is the group I specified in the host file here, and then it started running the task, and this is the name of the task we gave, and this is the result of that task. Now this is how you can write your playbooks and you can run them. The next thing I want to show you is how you can add comments in your playbooks. It's very simple. You can just type in a hash, and anything that follows the hash is a comment, like this. Comments will not be executed when the playbook is run. With this, we've come to the end of this lecture. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.